I'm just saying I'm amused. But you ain't even flexing. And you cool tatted. I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake fans gon' pile up. I need peace to borrow, get that shit right back tomorrow. Somehow all the fans go bravo. Smile so much to hide my sorrows. Faith is shaky in bravado. I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too long. Look, running from pain, running from strain, running from things, running from schemes. I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too long. Look, running from pain, running from strain, running from things, running from schemes. Couple things I know, couple things I show, couple things I don't. I can tell you my problems, I can tell you my sins, I can tell you my problems. I'm uncomfortable in my skin, I'm uncomfortable with my ends, I'm uncomfortable with my friends, I'm uncomfortable with my drinking, I'm uncomfortable with my thinking, I'm uncomfortable with my ways, I'm uncomfortable in this space, I'm uncomfortable on good days, I'm uncomfortable on bad days, I'm uncomfortable with my soul, I'm uncomfortable with my heart, I'm uncomfortable with myself, I'm uncomfortable with my heart, I'm uncomfortable with my thoughts, I'm uncomfortable with my feelings, and sadly I'm uncomfortable with healing. I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too long. Look, running from pain, running from strain, running from things, running from schemes. I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too long. Look, running from pain, running from strain, running from things, running from schemes.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been thinking of myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah. You always make me feel like okay. You never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe you're brave, boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been thinking of myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah. You always make me feel like okay. You never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. You always make me feel like okay. You never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind.
Let's do the intro.
Hey y'all, what up? How y'all doing out there? Happy is it Thursday, Wednesday? I don't know what day it is, but happy week. I haven't been here. I can't keep track of my days, but it's good to be back. Happy week, y'all. So we are back for another one. I am your host, as usual, Jen Lee Koike over here. And thank you guys for coming in today. I am going to be having a clip. I'm going to be showing you guys reactionary purposes only, fair use. Okay? Just reactionary purposes only, fair use. Everything is basically my opinion. Some things I will have to pull stats up on, but most everything's just my opinion. But it's good to see y'all. So the clip that we are going to be reacting to today is exactly what I titled this stream today. Baby daddy says women keeping a child. An SA woman, I don't know, are the same thing. These are dangerous men. I just, yeah, hold on, I'm changing some stuff up over here. Yeah. Let me see my chair back, then get a little comfortable. Can y'all hear me? I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Don, I know you're in the chat. Anybody else listening? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all put a 1 in the chat? I just want to make sure that the sound is fine and it's coming through and you guys can hear it. I need to adjust my mic. Am I too loud? But if you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. I really appreciate that. So again, I entitled this Baby Daddy Says Woman Keeping a Child is a woman. I guess it's SA in him if she decides to keep this child. I don't understand, why do we keep having these conversations? I just don't understand. And these conversations are coming from males who are pretty much irrelevant, honestly. They have no results. They have no woman to speak of. I don't even think any of them out here dating. Yeah, I don't really think many of them out here dating. And I don't understand what is with the whole, we have to just tear mothers down or women down. And I just don't get it. I don't even understand how we're going to correlate SA to a woman with you saying is zero. I don't even know what he means by this, but I don't even know what he means. I'm going to let you guys hear it because even my brain can't even wrap around it because I just thought it was so like idiotic, honestly. So I'm going to let you guys hear it and then we'll like go through it together just to get a better understanding. I may have to play it twice because this is coming from a young man by the name of Ilkan Ali. This is Team Fatties. I want to say this is Team Fatties Network, but it may have been Ilkan's live stream. Shout out to the Untouchables. Go check them out if you're interested in this type of content. Claude, go check Claude out. And his apprentice clearly is Ilkan Ali. But this is mostly going to be about Ilkan, I believe, not Claude. I'm pretty sure Claude's going to come in and out, to give his say as usual. But I think I really want us to pay attention to Ilkan Ali because this is like one man. No, this is another man besides, the person online that has 3 daughters. Besides him, that I think is really, really unintelligent. I really don't find anything valuable about them, and like intelligent wise, I really don't. And I don't really come across many men that I would be like, yeah, I don't think he's very unintelligent, but I really don't think he really thinks about what he says when he says things. I'd be so confused. So sometimes I have to play it back just to make sense to see if it's reasonable, is it logical, So I don't know. But this is about Ecom and it's untouchable. So here's the clip. I'm gonna let you guys listen to it, and then I'll go back and then we'll touch base on it. Again, fair use, air use, and everything I will say will be my opinion. That's about it. But let's go. Hey, Fear.
If you tell him to put on the condom, he got to put on the condom. If you allow him to motherfucking not do it and put on the condom, even if he gets you pregnant, you still get to say yay or nay. Okay. So at the end of the day, the woman is the final say. So the woman has more responsibility and accountability. Not saying the man's not at all.
Okay, I give him. Is that Mr. Fantastic? I don't name that him, but I think that is him. Okay, hey Fantastic, how y'all doing? Mr. Fantastic is over here speaking some truth. I mean, I really don't have anything negative to say about this. Like, I feel like take what you want from it. But like, yeah, he said the woman gets the final say. I mean, he is telling the truth when he says that the responsibility is put on the one person who actually gives birth to the child, who actually the child goes home with most of the time, if not majority, if not all of the time after the baby is born. So I get why he said, yeah, the womb holder gets the final say. I don't understand why men don't understand this. Personally, me, I don't understand why you guys have never looked at it as a trade-off. Like, like you giving her your seed, but she gets the final say so to keep your seed. because y'all told me that the seed is what gives life, but I could have sworn if she decides not to grow this seed into that life y'all talking about, it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. So I don't understand. The trade-off to me would be that that's what happens when you sleep with womb holders. They have the final say. That is what it is. You don't get to say. I just don't understand why they don't understand that. And I would think that you would be more careful with, sharing or giving a woman your genetic material.
You would think so?
Yeah, I would think so. If a seed is so precious, I don't understand. You would be careful with giving it away, but y'all don't seem like y'all don't care. Y'all just like spraying everywhere. Like that's disgusting. Yeah, that's just disgusting. But Fantastic is over here speaking facts. He's giving pushback. I can appreciate that. Thank you, Fantastic. Now I don't know if he's gonna do it the whole time. I don't have much hope. But on this, I feel like he's right. The responsibility is put on the women. Women, we know it's put on us. How many of us go home with this baby? I know they say adoption is a thing, or I don't think a lot of Black women give their children up for adoption. I really don't think so. I'm gonna have to look into that to see that stat. But I don't know anyone who's given their child up for adoption. Like personally, me, my whole life and growing up, I don't know anyone who was adopted or gave their child up for adoption. What I do know is I do have people that I know that have had what do they call it? Be foster parents, and then some of them they love these kids so much that they turn around and adopt them, and the foster system helps them adopt them and take them up out of the system. And my close family members, they have children that way, more children that way because their children are older. So that is true, but just by people giving their kids up, I'm not really coming across that. But okay, Fantastic, let's go. Hey, Nay.
Oh,
Hey, you also have the first and last say. Hey, UL, if you're butt naked, not you personally butt naked, but if you someone's naked and we go, the key word is inside of me coming inside of you.
No, the key word you're looking for is consent, bro.
You gotta play so you understand what you're saying.
Okay, I'll let it play, and then I'll go back.
it's not at all.
Hey, you also have the first.
Has to say yay or nay. So
Okay.
at the end of the day, the woman is the final say. So the woman has more responsibility and accountability. Not saying the man's not at all.
Hey, you also have the first and last say. Hey, UL, if you're butt naked, not you personally butt naked, but if you someone's naked and we go, the key word is inside of me coming inside of you. If I come inside of you, say, man, I want you to get out. I don't want you to finish. And if I continue to keep pumping when you say no, get out of me, whose fault is that?
Okay, yes, it's gonna be your fault. What?
No, you let me inside of you. No, you let me inside of you.
Wait, what? Okay,
that's the logic. No.
She couldn't even understand that logic. Did y'all just hear her say, wait, what? Look, let's go back and let's hear what she said.
No, when you say no, get out of me, whose fault is that?
Okay, yes, it's gonna be your fault. What?
No, you let me inside of you. No, you let me inside of you.
Wait, what? Okay, so I'm talking about. She even said, wait, what? Like she don't even understand what he's talking about. Like, wait, what? So we're gonna go back one more time, and I'm gonna let you guys hear it one more time, uninterrupted, and then I'll go ahead and stop and give my opinion because give my reaction because even sis up top said, wait, what? She didn't get it. So I know I didn't get it. So let me hear. I'm gonna need to hear another time. Let me go back.
That's the logic. And hey, you also have the first.
Still get to say you control. Like Ali said, of the minority of men that get to ever procreate and keep their fucking lineage going, it's more on you than him because you control all of it. If you tell him to put on the condom, he got to put on the condom. If you allow him to motherfucking not do it and put on the condom, even if he gets you pregnant, you still get to say yay or nay. Okay. So at the end of the day, the woman is the final say. So the woman has more responsibility and accountability. Not saying the man's not at all.
Hey, you also have the first and last say. Hey, UL, if you're butt naked, not you personally butt naked, but if you someone's naked and we go, the key word is inside of me coming inside of you. If I come inside of you, say, man, I want you to get out. I don't want you to finish. And if I continue to keep pumping when you say no, get out of me, whose fault is that?
Okay, yes, it's gonna be your fault. What?
No, you let me inside of you. No, you let me inside of you.
Wait, what? Okay,
that's the logic. No, that's the logic. No. Listen, let him land.
So she did put the blame on him, though. She did say that's on you. she did say that. And then he said, no. It's like, wait, what? Like she did put the blame on him though. So that's his logic. I'm trying to make sure I understand it. If two people are, oh my God, naked, and then you, see, I gotta go back and hear it again. This logic just don't make no sense.
Oh, get out of me. Whose fault is that? Outside of me coming inside of you. If I come inside, not you personally, butt naked, But if you someone's naked and we go. The key word is inside of me coming inside of you.
So basically, he's talking about if they're engaging at the moment in adult activity, and I guess coming inside of you, meaning he ejaculates inside of her body.
If I come inside of you, say, man, I want you to get out.
I'm so confused. Okay, so this is what I'm listening for. Are we talking about putting your penis where it goes, or are we talking about ejaculation? Because I feel like he's merging two things: ejaculation and actually just sticking your penis in. That's why I feel like I'm hearing two different things, and I don't know which one he's going with. But then I'm guessing he's talking about making this baby. So let's see.
I don't want you to finish. And if I continue to keep pumping,
okay, right. So I don't. Yeah, okay. So he's not talking about making babies. It's just the act of it itself. Okay.
You say no, get out of me. Whose fault is that?
So if you say no, ladies, while a man is on top of you, inside of you say no, and he continues pumping, and this man just says, whose fault is that?
Child.
That's what he just said.
What you mean?
Okay, yes, it's gonna be your fault. What if?
No, you let me inside of you. No. First and last say, AUL, if you're butt naked, not you personally butt naked, but if you someone's naked and we go, the key word is inside of me coming inside of you. I'm
gonna stop it right there. So first, let's go over something. If we're both butt naked, in my mind, that these adults need to both consent. That way, if we're both consenting to something, that way we know that grape or SA won't be an issue because we both consented to this act together. Let's get that out of the way, So we want the legal definition of it. So there we go. People need to consent to sex. Make sure you're getting your partners to consent, okay? Make sure you are getting your partners to consent. Make sure you actually ain't nothing wrong with asking somebody, are you sure? Like, are you sure? Do you want to go through with this? Like, ask those questions. You know what I'm saying? Make people feel comfortable around it. Everyone's out there being intimate with people. That's fine. We want people to have intimate relationships with each other. It's good for your health. It's good for your body. It's good for humanity. All right. But in the process of it all, just please just make sure you're getting consent, men and women. Okay. Everybody just make sure you're getting consent. Know who you sleeping with.
Child, you can't make this shit up.
Hey, Black Dahlia. Is this, hey, Santos Boo.
Come inside of you, say, man, I want you to get out. I want you.
Okay, so a man comes inside of you, not come inside of you, while he's still in your body and the pumping is going on, and he's inside of you, and you tell him you want him to get out. Do y'all hear this? This isn't even logic. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. This isn't logic. This isn't logical at all. I don't care what nobody's saying. This isn't logical. This is disgusting. This is speaking of how disgusting that men are when it comes to sexual consent and them, having access to your body, even if you share it with them willingly. This is horrible. This is horrible. But another thing I noticed him in a second, I'll let y'all know what I noticed in a second.
I don't want you to finish. And if I continue to keep pumping.
And he said, if I continue to keep pumping. Yes, you're a rapist, bro. Yes. Yes. You. Yeah, that's SA, bro. Yeah. And so if you continue pumping and you ejaculate her, I guess that's her fault too, that you ejaculated in her. Like, yes, like what are you talking about? Yes, and so think about the position, people. Let me go off. Go off in the chat. Just go off in the chat, Santos. Go off.
When you say no, get out of me. Whose fault is that?
Okay, yes, it's gonna be your fault. What if?
Right. Yes, it is your fault. If you refuse to remove your bodily parts from another person's bodily parts, That is your fault. Yes. So what was she supposed to do? Fight you? Push you? I'm just trying to see like what reaction did you want her to do if she said stop? Was it supposed to was she supposed to fight with you, kick you and everything? Why couldn't you just get off? Why couldn't you just stop? I don't even understand why would a man, if I was a man, I don't even understand why y'all want to put yourself in that type of predicament anyway, in the first place, in that type of position, that situation in the first place, for a woman to even come up in her head to even say something like that back to you. If you hear a woman say stop, you should get up immediately and back the hell up, all the way up. And then after that, I want to probably talk to that woman. Personally, me, if I was a guy, I want to talk to that woman again. I ain't got time to be playing with you, being confused on if we're going to be intimate with each other or not intimate with each other. That's too much. I ain't got time for you to be confused in signals. So I can't see you no more. And go and get you another woman who ain't going to be confused about sexual signals, who you're not going to have to deal with this. But why won't you just stop? I don't understand. Is it that important that you have to keep going? And then you want me to feel bad for you. The males, y'all want us to feel bad for you when a woman says that you are being accused of SA. Then you want me to feel bad, but how can I feel bad when there's men like this and they won't stop? How am I supposed to not believe her when you literally have a man right now saying I won't stop? Whose fault is it? He has to guess.
What does consent really mean?
What does consent really mean? I don't think y'all understand, and I think it's sad.
What's the threshold for it?
Oh, what's the threshold for consent? I don't really think y'all understand anything about consent, and I think males, as they come of age, I think it's just like when you go renew your driver's license. I think you should have to do renew a consent class as a male. I really think you should. I really think they should start offering teaching consent classes that males, like you go in for a little hour, sit down, learn about consent so you can protect yourself. Men of all ages, because y'all don't have it. Y'all really don't.
Shannon Sharp.
Y'all don't have it. Because, y'all out here getting Diddy. Y'all out here getting Shannon Sharp. Y'all out here getting Tariq Hill. Like, y'all out here doing a lot. And I don't care. Hey, Black Dahlia. Hey, Ladybug. Thank you for coming over. Thanks for joining. It's good to see you tonight. Well, Black Dahlia always got something to say, but that's okay. We love Black Dahlia. Go ahead. Like you say, they don't care if a woman obtains I can't see the picture off there. Oh, okay, I get it. Never mind. Okay, off their weak strokes, but feel entitled to bust anytime. To bust anytime they crawl into a wet and warm space. Get off of her now. Exactly now. I'm with you. Get off of her now. I just don't understand. Why would you even want to go through the hassle of fighting with a woman? Why would you want to go through the hassle of your word against hers? Like, why? Just do it. And this is why probably women don't want to sleep. Women don't want to sleep with men like that. If I got to be fearful that if I'm uncomfortable at any moment, I can't tell you to stop, I'm not going to want to go back over there with you. No.
But you said.
No, I'm not going to want to go back with you.
This nigga.
Yeah, I'm not going to want to go back over there. I'm not going to want to see you again. I'm not going to want to go back over there with you again. I'm not going to want to put myself in a position with you again. I'm not going to do that. No, because you don't understand no. And if you don't understand no with that, what else don't you understand no with and consent with?
Every damn thing.
Like, no, we're not going to play this game. But I'm going to let him speak because I feel like I'm going to let him speak. Let's finish.
No, you let me inside of you. No. You let me inside of you.
Wait, what? Oh.
And if I continue to keep pumping when you say no, get out of me. Whose fault is that?
Okay, yes, it's gonna be your fault. What?
No, you let me inside of you. No. You let me inside of you.
Wait, what? Okay,
that's the logic. No, that's no. Listen, let him land. Slow down. Okay. That's the logic. Is when the man comes inside, he said he didn't want to that. You say, hey, you came inside of me. That was your responsibility, what you was going to do with your nut. So if you let a man inside of you, if man could get away with that, go, hey man, you let me.
How did you switch it so eloquently between a woman being let her inside of you to, well, that's what he did with his nut? Like, did y'all catch that? It like he like made it crossover so smoothly as if like that's her fault, but he also gave credibility and credence to the men doing what he did. Let's play it back.
Inside, I say he didn't want to that. You say, hey, you came inside of me. That was your responsibility, what you was going to do with your nut. So if you
he came inside of me, that was your responsibility for what you were gonna do with your nut. That's what he just said. That's what he just said. The logic not logicking. I don't find this to be logical at all. Like I really don't find this to be logical. I really find this to be very. This isn't even a theory. I don't even think he's thought this out. This is like still in a brainstorming phase right now. He's just talking. This is what we would say, put all your ideas down on paper and everything like that, and then you move on to the next, because there's like four steps to this before you get to like your theory. You know what I'm saying? So he's just talking to be talking, and that don't mean anything. And I think it's very dangerous and very bad advice to get out here and have men hear you say that it's her fault that he came inside of her body. It's her fault that he put his penis inside of her body, as if he had no control over anything, as if he's like this cyborg or he from Westworld. I don't know what he's talking about.
Being controlled by Ford.
Yeah, or he being controlled. Like this just makes no sense. This is not logical at all. But then these are the same men that turn around and be saying, I'm the most logical. I'm the most reasonable. Like, let's go.
You let a man inside of you, if man could get away with that, go, hey man, you let me inside of me. You can't say no anymore. But we all would concede and go, if you told a man to get out and you said no, it's his fault that he kept going and he raped you. So that's what I'm saying. So it's my fault. I have to take responsibility that you said no.
Yeah, what do you mean? She told you no. It's not like she let you finish and didn't say anything, and then later on someone called. Yeah, she called the cops. Saying that would have been messed up. That would have been messed up to me. Had she let you continue, and then when you got, and the thing about it is, now you may not know some women. Some women can have trauma. Some women response to trauma is not the same as every woman. So there are some women who will go silent. I'm telling you, there are some women who won't say anything or give you any indications that she feels that she's that uncomfortable and that you feel like she was raped by you. There are some women who won't, and then they'll go straight to the police, and then they'll tell their story that way. And then you have men out here, well, I never knew or anything like that. Then I'm the next thing gonna ask you, did you get consent? Like what happened? What told you that she consented? Well, she kept going. Well, that's not what she said. Like this is what I'm talking about. Why open up this door? Just like why? But okay, you Turkish bandit.
I don't want you inside of me anymore, and I chose to keep going, and I didn't want to go anymore. That's the way a woman grapes us. Is that way?
The way a woman grapes you is wait what?
When I'm ready to go,
like this is what I'm saying. Like wait what?
If you told a man to get out and you said no, it's his fault that he.
So if I told a man to get out and he said no, it is his fault. What are you talking about? The onus is on you. Why wouldn't the onus be with the penis holder? I don't understand that, because aren't you guys always saying that, oh, I dominate you with your penis, I dominate you with your penis? So why isn't it up to the dominated penis to pull himself out of the hole? What? This is what I'm talking about. They're always talking about this. You guys are weak. Y'all so weak. Y'all so weak. Y'all slow. Y'all dumb. Y'all stupid. This makes me think like you like being locked up. You like playing with the police. You like playing with Russia. You like playing Russian roulette. You like your life being taken away. You like other people in charge of your life. That's what this sounds like. You want someone to be in charge of your life, to give you purpose or tell you something or what you need to do, because you are out here running around with this sexual appetite, being a sexual deviant, being lustful as hell, causing destruction in everyone's community, including yourself. This is sad.
That's how y'all great men.
This is sad.
It's by having our children.
That's what I'm saying. That doesn't even make any sense. So then we will have to say, what is the argument we can use this with the same argument with men. This is just sad. What'd you say, Fear? He be trying to connect dots that don't make sense. Yeah, like that's why I have to like rewind it back sometimes. Like, wait, what did he say to make my brain kind of like wrap around like what this idiot is saying? Like, because it just doesn't make any sense. What Black Dahlia say? Trust and believe. She let him know she was uncomfortable verbally or nonverbal. Yeah, I mean, nonverbal language is about what 80 is like 80%. Like, yeah. So I agree with you there.
Fair use. This video is only being used for reactionary and educational purposes only.
Absolutely.
Video credit to Team Fatty of YouTube. Continue.
Thank you. Now back from our sponsors. But yeah, I'm with you, Black Dahlia. Trust and believe. She let him know she was uncomfortable verbally or number. Yeah, I mean, body language is about 80% of the time. So like, yeah, but he didn't care because he wants that. She's called a tease if he can't finish and shame for it. Yeah, I agree with you. It makes no sense. And let's be clear, we're not talking about Ali. We're just saying like men like him who think like that because there's a lot of them out here think like this. I mean, you know, on somebody panel, they used the Bible to condone them raping their wife.
I gotta find out.
So yeah, with that being said, yeah, it is absolutely your fault. Yeah, it is your fault. I don't understand how it isn't. It's your body, it's your penis, it's your seeds, it's your semen fluid, it's your sweat. You're on top. That means you're dominant. You're leading. You know what I'm saying? You pounding. You're choosing. Like what you mean? Yeah. After she said no, you're choosing. You're making a conscious choice to keep going after she said no. So what do you mean it's not your fault? But okay, let's continue.
Kept going. Oh, if man could get away with that, go, hey man, you let me inside of me. You can't say no anymore. But we all would concede and go, if you told a man to get out and you said no, it's his fault that he kept going and he raped you. So that's what I'm saying. So it's my fault. I have to take responsibility that you said no. I don't want you inside of me anymore, and I chose to keep going, and I didn't want to go anymore. That's the way a woman grapes us. Is that?
So that's
way is when you knew this conversation prior. You didn't make a commitment. I don't understand. So it's my fault. I have to take responsibility that you said no. I don't want you inside of me anymore, and I chose to keep going, and I didn't want to go anymore. That's the way a woman grapes us. Is that way? Is when you knew this conversation prior. You didn't make a commitment with this guy about making the baby, and then you still well. And I most guys, I ain't ready to be no father. Hey, sorry, Igga, you should have wore a condom. It's your fault. We having this kid, and that's what happens.
Honestly, JP make better sense than him. I can understand JP's logic way better than him.
He now is with this guy about making the baby.
Yeah, he's not.
Supposed to keep going, and I didn't want to go anymore. That's the way a woman grapes us. Is that way? Is when you knew this conversation prior. You didn't make a commitment with this guy about making the baby, and then you still well.
Okay. So you still by her consent. I don't want to say her consent. By her choosing to continue to engage with you sexually, and then she says stop, and then you don't want to stop and you keep going, that's a form of her raping males on his understanding of it.
So by again having their children that they created with these women, that's great because they don't want the baby. They don't want to be a father at the time.
So I was right. He gave her his semen, his seed, and then she changed. Oh my God! Like
she kept the baby, and because he didn't want it, to him that is equivalent to rape.
No, bro. No. I don't even. You don't. So you don't understand consent, and you don't understand what rape is either. That's dangerous. That's dangerous as a male walking around here in this world and don't understand not understanding consent and not understanding rape, and then you're out here spilling this type of rhetoric to even men who are even a bigger dummy than you. I won't say that. I would say men who are less educated or undereducated or no educated, just like you are. Because you're very uneducated about this topic, about rape and about consent. And I think you really should go talk to someone to figure out more about this. Because what you're saying, like, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. But let's let him finish.
And I don't want you inside of me anymore. And I chose to keep going, and I didn't want to go anymore. That's the way a woman grapes us, is that way. Is when you knew this conversation prior, you didn't make a commitment with this guy about making a baby, and then you still
Wait. She didn't make a commitment with this guy about making a baby. Did you not make sure that there was no commitment on your end about making a baby either? Y'all keep saying it takes two to tango, but then y'all telling us, and then y'all keep saying that the man gives the woman a seed. So I don't understand. Like, how don't you understand that it took both of y'all? What was their agreement? And let's be real. Let's just be honest. When people engage in activity with each other, most of the time, if not all of the time, you're not thinking about creating another life. People are usually just thinking about pleasure. And I get that we should all be made more responsible, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? I don't care about it. It is what it is. We know we don't. So we know that people engage in this particular activity when, they're aroused, he like her, she like him. They're not thinking about having children. But wouldn't the onus be on you again, penis holder, to make sure that you keep your semen to yourself?
And it's not like a contract.
Yeah, like
we made an agreement together that if you got pregnant, you was going to have the baby or not have the baby. And I always tell him, can you break down the psychology and the mentality of of the woman when she's pregnant with that baby versus the psychology of the woman when she made the pact? Those are not the same two women
at all. Like,
it's once she get pregnant, in my opinion, her whole mind is focused on what's best for her and what's best for the child. Literally, as it should be.
Yeah.
But he want to make the argument that if y'all play it back for two Latrice, child, rewind. Let me help you out, man.
Hey, Latrice. Thank you for coming by.
You got to hear these degenerate bandits.
Yeah, you got to hear it in order. Like, I have to play it back because the logic there's no logic here, but he was saying the logic behind it. The logic is definitely not logically. It doesn't make any sense. I feel like he's trying to make connections that are not there, and he's not doing very well at articulating himself about his topic. I personally rather him just call it out. If I tell you I don't want this baby no more, you need to get rid of it. That I'd rather him just say that instead of going through all these hoops trying to prove like how it's the woman's fault. And even at the end of the day, y'all can say it's the woman's fault. What you gonna do about it if she decides to keep the baby? Nothing, stupid. You're a dad now. End of discussion. Sign away your right. And some judges won't even allow you to do that. They'll say, no, I'm gonna send you to some therapy. I'm gonna send you to some counseling first. Because you don't know what you're doing. So yeah, let me play it back.
I don't want you to finish. And if I continue to keep pumping when you say no, get out of me, whose fault is that?
Yay or nay? Okay. So at the end of the day, the woman is the final say. So the woman has more responsibility and accountability, not saying the man's not at all.
And you also have the first say, first and last say. AUL, if you're butt naked, not you personally butt naked, but if you someone's naked and we go, the key word is inside of me coming inside of you. If I come inside of you, say, man, I want you to get out. I don't want you to finish. And if I continue to keep pumping when you say no, get out of me, whose fault is that?
Okay, yes, it's gonna be your fault. What if?
No, you let me inside of you. No, you let me inside of you.
Wait, what? Okay,
that's the logic. No, that's no. Listen, let him land. Slow down. That's the logic. Is when the man comes inside, he said he didn't want to dad. You say, hey, you came inside of me. That was your responsibility, what you was going to do with your nut. So if you let a man inside of you, if man could get away with that, go, hey man, you let me inside of me. You can't say no anymore. But we all would concede and go, if you told a man to get out and you said no, it's his fault that he kept going and he raped you. That's what I'm saying. So it's my fault. I have to take responsibility that you said no. I don't want you inside of me anymore, and I chose to keep going, and I didn't want to go anymore. That's the way a woman grapes us, is that way. Is when you knew this conversation prior, you didn't make a commitment with this guy about making a baby, and then you still and I know most guys, I don't want, hey, I ain't ready to be no father. Hey, sorry, Igga, you should have wore a condom.
I'll stop it right there. I don't understand why he couldn't say that at the very beginning. You should have worn a condom. There you go.
Oh, he's saying that's what the woman will say to him.
Yeah. Again, and here we go. You should have wore a condom. And he coming at it as if women are like, nah, boo boo, I got your baby, so now I get to keep you. Like, that's not what's happening. But women become pregnant. They're not like parading around here, jumping up and down, like, yeah, I trapped you, I got you. Like, that's not what's happening. And honestly, I thought about this like as we were playing it. Because earlier I said consent. He needs to really learn what consent is. Because if a lot of women start saying to men, you know what, I will engage in sexual activity with you, but I don't consent to you actually putting your semen inside of my body. I mean, y'all was in an uproar when Sin G said that there should be legislation saying that that's great. Y'all was in an uproar about it. Yes, they was. Everybody was mad. I'm gonna say it again. When Sin G suggested that there should be legislation about males not consenting and not males not getting women's consent to ejaculate, and also aka ejaculate their semen into a woman's body, into her vagina, into her birth canal. Yeah. She said you guys that should be considered great, and y'all should be locked up for that. Hey, Black Dahlia. I'll get you, Black Dahlia. Black Dahlia said males don't have seed. We know that, Black Dahlia. Women know that, but these males, they, sometimes you got to use their logic against them because it don't make any sense. Males don't have seeds. That's the placenta, aka the egg. Sperm is fertilized. Exactly. We know this. This is why the seed is implanted into the uterus and it has to grow from the uterus. That's why it's that little small ball and it implants in there, and then the placenta is attached to it and it grows from it. Like, it has to have a growth. This is why women have to eat right and take nutrition serious and drink enough water and take your vitamins and all those other stuff, because we have to nourish the seed from our very body. But males don't get that. So I agree with you. But yeah, that's what happened to Latrice, girl. That's what happened. But before I start, I talked about consent earlier. He doesn't know consent. He really needs to get a tight understanding about what consent is. Honestly, I'm surprised this male has made it this far without any trouble. I'm really surprised. Besides the whole baby mama situation that he got, I'm really quite surprised. And I'm gonna be honest with you, welcom Ali. How do I say this? Because I don't think you really truly understand. Regretting giving her your semen doesn't mean that there was a lack of consent from her nor you. It's almost like he's saying that she didn't have my consent and all that stuff. Yeah, to have my kid. Like,
so she great.
Yeah, so she great me. Regret doesn't mean that there wasn't any consent there. You can regret a lot of things that still be consent. You regret it. Is that what you're telling us? Then tell us you regret having a child with this woman, or tell us you regret having a child. Period. That's what it sounds like.
Or maybe you regret making the choice as an adult
that you made
inside a woman because you was enjoying coochie. How about that choice?
There's so many things, but this sounds like to me that he regrets it. And okay, you can feel that way, but that doesn't mean that you have a lack of consent, though, bro. Like, that doesn't constitute great either. Regretness doesn't constitute that. I think that's just so crazy to me. What to say? No, you are responsible for your seed. Exactly. Especially the seeds with their last names. Child, don't get me started. These men be always want my seed, but then when they see need money and lights and electricity and dental and healthcare, they ain't nowhere to be found. They can't pay $103 for their seed with their last name. Don't get me to start.
It's your fault we having this kid, and that's what happens. He now it's his fault. It's not yours.
But UL, can you reconcile something for me real quick, UL?
Yeah.
Can you reconcile how it is that you saying that you are my body, my choice, but at the same time you think
if a man,
I bet you gotta finish the question.
I hate this though.
You gotta do it. No, nobody knows what the fuck he's about to say.
man,
All right, Igga, you should have wore a condom. It's your fault we having this kid, and that's what happens. He now it's his fault. It's not yours.
but
not
UL, can you reconcile something for me real quick, UL?
Yeah.
Can you reconcile how it is that you saying that you are my body, my choice, but at the same time you think a man should or have to take care of a kid? Can you reconcile that for me?
Yes, I can, because you've contributed to making it, period.
I don't really care for Beans, and I didn't really come to watch Beans' stupidity. You know, I just feel like if a man agrees to have sex but later regrets it, especially regrets not using protection or not pulling out, this doesn't typically, you know, constitute great. I mean, you can regret sleeping with a woman. You can regret just one woman being the mother of your child. You can regret the entire encounter with her. But that doesn't mean that she tricked you. That doesn't mean she raped you. That doesn't mean that she was trying to trap you, especially when you're supposed to be a leader and have ownership of your body. You do know that males have autonomy over their body. You do know that, right? It just seems like you don't know that. And or Arlie, I say Arlie, what's your name? Ali. Honestly, it sounds like you trying to say that this woman committed reproductive coercion. But then you're gonna have to prove that. And I don't think you can.
It don't matter what it is that you say. You are having sex with this woman, just like you're saying you weren't letting this known person we don't know. If you don't know her either, you don't know what her choice is. You don't know how she feels about what she's gonna want to do with the baby at the end of the day. So you come in her because you know you can still make a baby that way, right? Because I can't do it without you. All right, cool. I still feel as though you should take responsibility at the end of the day.
But why shouldn't you though? Is my point.
What do you mean, Beans? Why shouldn't she? If she's deciding to keep the child, that is the responsibility of her decision and laying down with him. That is the responsibility. What do y'all think when women? So you think I'm just walking around here with this big old belly, not taking no responsibility? What? That don't even make any sense. She is taking responsibility. So you want her to take responsibility, not wearing a condom? She didn't want to wear a condom. He didn't require her to wear a condom. He didn't require himself to wear a condom. He ejaculated in her because it was good, it was wet, it was gushy, it was warm, it was soft. He was in heaven. It was feeling good. She feeling good. He feeling good. What are y'all talking about? Y'all try to act like we're not all adults over here and we know what happens when we engage in sex and how it feels, especially, you know, sex with no condom. It's better. We all know that. We all know that. That's why when you do have sex with no condom, you need to do it with someone that you're in a committed long-term relationship with, like your wife, your husband, or a long-term partnership with a man or a woman, whoever. But you just out here sticking in. Stop with this hookup culture. And this is why I say hookup culture, the hookup culture and the hookup phase, it should be no babies allowed or reproduce during the hookup phase at all. Had we had that understanding on both sides, no, there would be no babies born during the hookup phase. Children will only come from marriages or, you know, adoption, IVF, committed, intentional relationships. Hookup culture, y'all get mad at everybody out here hooking up. And you literally, I don't understand how you can say that you have autonomy and you're a leader and you control your body, but then all of a sudden she has all this power and this magic and witchcraft over you when you're in bed with her and you don't want to pull out. You didn't pull out because you don't want to pull out. You didn't pull out because it felt good. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yes, baby, I like it raw. Y'all got songs about it. Get out of here. And I'm going to need you to prove reproductive coercion. How did she coerce you reproductively? I need to know that.
Well, I can't admit it, but she told me that she was not gonna keep the baby.
Like, I just need to know, how did she lie about her fertility? Did she say, oh no, I can't have kids and all this stuff and it's safe, or oh no, I'm on birth control? You're gonna have to prove that. You're gonna have to prove that, bro. I don't understand. You know what? It's not up to me to understand garbage thinking. It's not up to me.
Why? Because you said my body, my choice.
Podcast. Do you allow me?
My choice means that if I want to have the baby or not, right?
Right.
Well, it's fine.
Okay.
Podcast. Let me actually close.
Saying that a woman should never abort it if the man wants it.
No, that's fine. Podcast. Let me close your point so we can move on. Right? Allow me to just close your point. Well, this is very simple. We are men. We need to solve things, so we're going to solve things. Picking up what podcast says. Are you willing to give away my body, my choice, and the man has all control of who come to this planet or not? And are you willing to concede, if you are the queen, princess, empress of this planet, that child custody is by default for the man? We want all the responsibility. We want all these deadbeat men from stopping from existing. You want these men as leaders of society to get all the blame every time a kid comes on this planet and wanted. So are you willing to open up that power, my body, my choice? And our podcast is my body, my choice. He decides who comes on this planet. And if the kid comes to this world, this motherfucker has to take care of the kid because he decided to nut on you, and you know exactly what will happen if he did it. Are you willing to open and relinquish that power? Yes or no?
Listen,
I don't even understand what he just said. I don't understand none of that shit he just said. I really don't understand none of that shit. I don't even understand what he just said. I really don't.
He basically just
Mike,
said
I really don't understand what the fuck he just said.
He basically just said that because y'all blame men for deadbeats and all that kind of different stuff, are y'all willing to relinquish the my body, my choice power that y'all have, and to give that power completely over to the man?
Just to have your baby? Because we decided to have your baby, now we have to relinquish our autonomy to him forever? Nigga, get the hell out of here with that dumbass shit. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You make no sense, Portuguese. I don't know. Stay over in your culture. You and him, both. Neither one of them are from us. They not like us. Neither one of them are. That's why I understand why the black men at the bottom are talking to these men who are not like us. This is so weird. Like, again, I can't even correlate that back. So me having your baby, since you didn't want the baby and I want to keep the baby, so now I'm supposed to give you my autonomy to rule with? Like, what? That makes no sense to me.
It makes sense to them niggas.
What'd you say, Too? Too said that's the problem. You men do not want to take responsibility and accountability. I agree. None at all. This is stupid, babe. This is stupid.
Well, we're not gonna be here all night, so
we're
gonna go back to where it all started from.
Let's go back, ladies. These are the type of men you need to avoid at all costs.
We're gonna undoubtedly have to take this down and edit it afterwards.
I'll be trying not to curse. What does it come in? See. This is just weird. This is just weird. I don't like listening to. I rather listen to JP. I'd rather hear JP than Ali any day.
High as a core.
Yeah.
I believe I was at 430. All right.
Oh, okay, right there.
All right. So this is, again, fair use. This is when Ali first came to Fight Club.
Yeah, I heard about this.
When Ali first came to Fight Club, he talked to Anger Man about a situation he had where he did not give his baby mama consent to have a baby. And therefore, she broke the pact and she violated him. She raped him with a baby. If that makes sense. But I'll let you take it over from here, wife.
Oh no. He really came on it. This is when no one like knew him. Did he just like pop
Nobody
up?
knew any of them.
Okay, so this is like very like when they're like first coming on. Like his first, he used to be called King Sharon.
How long ago this shit was?
Is that Black Beauty? Is that you up there?
That's a different Black.
Oh, that's a different Black Beauty. Okay,
that's
I say.
Black Beauty.
Oh, okay, I say that's you up there, Black Beauty.
All right, let's go.
And like, oh, she took advantage of me of my manly struggles.
Yeah.
How many of them motherfuckers got kids out of wedlock? Yeah.
Golly talking, goddamn. We'll get to that point. I ain't got no time. I know for certain this is a video. I don't care how long it takes to find it.
I'm trying to say, is Sharon, you saying a man just supposed to be a man, open doors? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about 15 minutes behind. Yeah, I check my timestamp. Shit, wicked. Here we go.
Okay, that's what it is.
Okay,
that's what it is.
Wait a minute. Y'all skated completely past
We had conversations about if our kid would be
Here we go. Yeah. See, Chris, how when you have patience and experience, things will come to you. I used to collect data, but anyway, it's a different conversation.
If a woman turns back around and puts a man in
you
the
gotta
same,
say with a G. Don't say the R
Grape.
word.
You can't say the R word.
what did I say?
Grape.
Use a grape.
Oh, grape. If I grape a woman, the same way if you grape a woman, the same way if a woman tries to switch it and try to get a baby on it. When a woman tries to earn the honor of being a mother and the honor of having a relationship without having to earn it, that's the thing we're talking about. If we consented to not having a child and then someone switched up, that's what Angry Man was talking about. She switched up. Same way. Now watch this. I thought about getting married with her so that because I want my child to live in the same household as me. She is showing every bit of what she's gonna do if we get married to manipulate me so where the relationship is for her. It has nothing to do for me. It has nothing to do with the child.
You control it ultimately.
No,
that's
some
dumbass shit.
Age, though.
I never.
You know what I think? Hearing him speak like this, I see that. I think first off, there's no growth. He still seems to have still seems to possess the same mentality that he has now. Yeah, he's pretty much consistent with that. There's definitely no growth. Also, I don't really understand men like this. I really don't. I don't understand how he. I mean, I like the fact that she did bring up the fact that you're supposed to be the leader. So clearly your leadership doesn't work, or your program doesn't work, or the plan that you have set forth doesn't work. This woman don't want to be with you. But he puts all of the blame on her. If she won't do this, she won't do that. She want me to do this, she want me to do that. It's almost as if like he's trying to make this woman out to be a villain. Like she's just this horrible person and nothing's in it for me. Like, I always want to know when men say, nothing's in it for me. What do you mean by that? Like, I need you to elaborate on that when you say nothing's in it for me. Because as a woman, I can substantiate, like, why marriage isn't good for me. I can really make an argument. But why wouldn't marriage be good for you? People get your last name. You build a legacy. You get children from this woman. You know what I'm saying? You live longer. Your health is better.
Well, his point is, babe, is that she had a baby without his permission, so that's why he wouldn't want to marry her, because she don't even care about his right as a man. That's
but that don't sound like he said that. I rather
you gotta go back and listen.
Like, yeah, because he just I don't.
Not re-listening, we just playing it.
I don't know. It's just that he just doesn't make any sense to me, and I hate listening to him. I'm trying not to tune him out, but it's just like the way his brain works is just like, oh my god, like I really need some differentiated learning for him. Like, for real. So I'll go back and listen to it. Just
so that opting it to not having a baby on it.
Grape. Use a grape.
Oh, grape. If I grape a woman, the same way if you grape a woman, the same way if a woman tries to switch it and try to get a baby on it. When a woman tries to earn the honor of being a mother and the honor of having a relationship without having to earn it. That's the thing we're talking about. If we consent.
Is this the same argument for when women are actually raped and they are impregnated by the rapist?
I think he was trying to say that she kept the babies because she just wanted to be a mom and be his baby mama just because he that nigga. You can keep going.
Yeah, it's just a no for me. Like, it's just a no.
To not having a child and then someone switched up. That's what I'm. What angry?
Someone switched it up. So basically, saying she changed her mind. Okay. Someone switched it up instead of saying she switched it up. We agreed to something. Well, he think they agreed to something, and then she switched it up on him and changed her mind. Okay.
The man was talking about. She switched up. Same way. Now watch this. I thought about getting married with her. So
I thought about marrying her. No, you didn't. You never thought about marrying her. No, you didn't.
So that because I want my child to live in the same household as me.
I thought you don't even want a child though. So why would you want your child to live in the same house if she switched it up? Yeah, and get rid of it. How do you want to?
You see the inconsistency?
Like, yeah, like what are you talking about? That don't make any sense to me.
You was never trying to marry her and have a house with a baby
with her.
Now that she's pregnant, you want to get rid of the baby.
Right. I was gonna get married to her. No, you weren't. You were never gonna get married to her. Because in my mind, if you was gonna get married to her and she already found out that she's pregnant, that would have been an easy. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and do this because I want to marry you anyway.
And it wouldn't take pregnancy
to marry her.
You would
yeah.
want to marry because you want to marry her.
Yeah. Oh, it makes it even great. I wanted to marry you anyway, and now you're pregnant with my kid. My great job. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, he's just lying. Just be lying.
She is showing every bit of what she's gonna do if we get married to manipulate me so where the relationship is for her.
So did she manipulate you during the entire 3 years they were dating?
In 3 years, you ain't know if you can like want to
trust her, want to be with her or not. But like that's crazy.
You want to keep having sex with her raw.
You did continue to sleep with her unprotectedly. You did continue to consent with having sex with her, and she consented with you. She's not running around saying she didn't consent with you at all. So in 3 years, you wasn't for sure that this woman, you couldn't trust her to be with her. So in 3 years, there was no manipulation in any other areas but this one. But and the thing about it wasn't even manipulation. And throughout the sex, like throughout y'all sex, capades, there was no manipulation until she ended up impregnated by you. Wow. Real coincidence.
Her. It has nothing to do for me. It has nothing to do with the child.
You control it ultimately.
No.
He don't control anything. If he was able to control it, Island Girl Kill, she wouldn't be pregnant. There wouldn't be a child. He don't control anything. And to even give him this false sense of hope is ridiculous.
That's some dumbass shit.
Engaged, though.
No, I never.
You always lie. Wait a minute. Y'all skated completely past something.
We had conversations about if our kid would be you can't say the G word, right?
So wait. Are you entertaining conversations about parenting and parenthood and possibly having a child? He had to be.
Exactly.
He had to be.
They literally said we had conversations about it. That means y'all was talking about being a family. Yeah. But then when she got pregnant, you was the one that switched up.
You switched it up, not her. It got a bit too real for him at that point.
Oh yeah.
That's what it was. Got way too real. Because why are you talking about these things if that's not what's happening with you? No, this is on you. And you want someone to feel sorry for you? Absolutely not. No, this man was literally over there holding conversations, having conversations. And I guarantee you it was after sex, before sex, doing that spooning stage, spending the night and hugged up, I love you and all this other stuff.
I hope you get pregnant.
I guarantee they was having conversations about, what happened if she got pregnant and all this other stuff. And he did,
it was nothing inside.
Yeah, because he was. This is why they was having them conversations. And he kept doing it repeatedly, over and over. Wow. Look how quick.
But we'll come to Fight Club, talking about he manosphere and complaining to anger man. That's all I want to show you.
I can't believe this. Oh my God, there are real. There are really males out here like this, ladies. And honestly, we really need to be careful. You really need to. I'm off the market. So as the guys would say, market on and off. I'm off the market. But for the ones who are, still wanting to be married and wanting to have a long-term partner, I support you. I just want to make sure you are paying attention to the behavior of these men out here and how they're acting, how they're treating you. Believe them for what they say. When you hear them, believe them. Don't think it's something else. Don't think it's coded. Don't think he meant this, but he said that. No, take him for face value. This man literally came out. He was one way with this woman and he changed. He became brand new. She didn't become brand new. He became brand new when things got too serious for him. When she wanted more, required more. These men would pillow talk with you. What did Jody Mama tell him? Stop telling them you want to have their babies and everything. You want to make them your baby mamas and you want to get them pregnant and everything. Why you in an active, you know what I'm saying, sticking your penis inside of them. Like, you need to stop that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's continue.
We had a lot of conversation about how we would parent, so we didn't agree on certain things. Right, but she changed her mind on things. She switched up on everything. Now she's switching back again.
But he never tells you what she switched up on. I never hear him say what the agreement is and what she switched up on. I don't know. What did she switch up on? Is it solely just the baby? Okay. How?
Now, you didn't want to be a father. Why are y'all talking about having children?
Yeah. And she probably wanted children. And now she has one. Good for her. I feel bad for this baby if he ever come across this. Mm-hmm. I think it's a boy, right? I think it's a boy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel bad for this little boy if he ever come across you as his father out here saying all of this about his mother and his conception. Actually, that's horrible.
He's gonna tell us that she betrayed him by having a baby that they agreed not to have. But let's continue.
Yeah.
He wants complete control over me. She wants everything.
But don't you have control over her?
No, are y'all serious? Yo, angry man, are y'all listening? We don't have control over women. No, we don't have. I can't make you do something you don't want to do. I can't force you to do that.
You don't have control over that. Wait a minute. Wait. See,
none of y'all got control over.
Do you have the power to influence?
Now these niggas ain't got no control over their women. Nah, and hence the reason why I was able to get Truth wife to fucking fight.
Look at my husband. Now these niggas ain't got no control over their women now. I was just going to say that. So y'all got no control over these women? Y'all ain't never had no control over these women. Never.
They want me to control you.
Right, but y'all want my husband to control me. When y'all ain't never had no control over these women.
These niggas always lying.
I can't believe that. Let's continue.
Love when he couldn't. You see, some people just different. You niggas have what Anton called a victim way.
Just going. I can't.
Like, about truth.
I'm about to go.
How she get
wear condoms?
His bitch got.
They asked him if he
50, 100.
Do you think about Ali?
You looking like Michael Jordan, nigga. That's the insult.
The conversation. We all over the place. Let's have the conversation. Let Ali get his. Let Ali get his fucking.
Shout out to Gore, who been around for a long time. Gore been in these streets for a while. Shout out to you, Gore, wherever you are, buddy.
A lot of women can get a certain man in a certain position, and when she
Ali,
like
but
she
you gotta
got
let
the
us to
bag,
rebuttal too, though.
You can rebut, of course you can, but when she feel like she got the bag or she got herself in a certain position, she switches up. A lot of women switch up. That's all.
His bitch got on that nigga Ali, bro. And think about that nigga Uncle Tom too. Is he had spent money to come back just to insult a nigga? Shit different. Like he had spent 50, 100 just to come.
But when she feel like she got the bag,
let's Ali get his fucking thought out.
A lot of women can get a certain man in a certain position, and when she feel
Ali,
like
but
she
you gotta
got
let
the
us to
bag,
rebuttal too, though.
You can rebut, of course you can, but when she feel like she got the bag or she got herself in a certain position, she switches up. A lot of women switch up. That's
so before it was just your woman switched up. Now we had a lot of women switch up. So we're gonna be pushing this rhetoric out here to men, letting them know a lot of women switch up during sex, after sex, before sex. Like what?
You need the reinforcements.
Like this is crazy.
Yeah, my baby mama did this to me too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She just started to keep the baby. This happened to me too. So y'all gonna bond over this non-trauma issue that everybody was responsible for their penis? You penis holders, y'all got some audacity. It's ridiculous.
His bitch got a bigger bag and she left that nigga. But I mean, I might be reading into what he's saying. Let's keep going.
You said what? I did wear condoms. What are you talking?
You clearly didn't wear condoms all the time. What are you talking about? I did wear a condom. Then why is that your baby then? Because if you wore condoms 100% of the time, that wouldn't be your baby right now.
Rest in peace to Auntie Jake. That's what she said next. How'd she get pregnant then?
Like, yeah, I want to know, how did she get pregnant? By your mouth? Like what? Are you a cuck and you let another man? Like what? I'm so confused. Nay said that. That's supposed to look like, look, child, it's something. After I come to my senses, like Wayne said. Let's be like, did you wear condoms? That's just like me asking Daryl, do you wear condoms? Clearly he doesn't, because he has children.
I wear all the time. She kept the baby, you know what I'm saying? She graped me good. What?
Right. Clearly we don't. We have children. Oh my God.
Talking about.
So that nigga, but I mean, I might be reading into what he's saying. Let's keep going.
You said what? I did wear condoms. What are you talking about?
So I could get pregnant.
No, hold on. I said I did wear condoms. There's certain places we.
How did she become pregnant? A man that wears condoms, how did she become pregnant? One can say, I can even concede, say, okay, you wore condoms. You didn't wear them enough to the point where it prevented pregnancy.
You didn't wear them well, nigga.
You didn't wear them well. I'm starting to think that you didn't wear condoms at all. You know why I believe that you didn't wear condoms at all? Because people get real comfortable. Not all, but a lot. Majority of the time, if they're still messing around with the same person for 3 years, eventually protection goes out the door because you're extremely comfortable with that person.
My homies who don't want kids with a woman, not talking about what they're gonna do if they had kids. If our baby grow up and be gay, you understand?
Yeah.
Like, they're not talking about that because that's not a possibility for them.
At all. Like, what are you talking about? Like Dyer said, yep, they pretend not to know how many women. I didn't say that the penis is good. Meanwhile, getting an orgasm out here. Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, let's continue. Well, ladies, bring your own condoms. Fellas, bring your own condoms. Everybody needs to wear protection. If you are not in a committed relationship, you know, I mean, even in a committed relationship, you guys don't want any kids. People, committed relationships or not committed relationship. If you do not want any children, protect yourself. Okay? Protect yourself. Hey, Ricky. Ricky said, wait, what the concerning what these losers are talking about. I just told that. Girl, look, we talking about Ilkan Ali saying that it's great when a woman decides to keep a child that he impregnated her with. That's what we're talking about. And this is him being checked by the panel from a couple of years ago, I guess, when he first came up. And he told this story about with his baby mama that she kept the child against his wishes. And now he feel like she betrayed him. And that this is a lot of women's behavior because women switch up on you. So you can't trust them and believe them, whatever they say. And this is how women are out here raping men. Child. What Kevin Samuels at? Where is he at? Where is he at? Where's Kevin Samuels at? Actually, you know what? Yeah, this is just basically clown shit. For real. Basically clown shit. Let's continue. Nay said we're not condoms. Look, they want women to be their own condoms. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, fellas, women are not condoms. Okay? We don't protect you from STDs or babies. That's not how it works.
That nigga was mad as hell. She made that nigga that, bro.
He seemed like he seemed like he's very angry about it.
This whole night he's mad as hell.
All right, let's continue.
Rest in peace, Auntie J. How she get pregnant if you was wearing condoms all the time? That's what I'm saying, man. Since the OGs left the space, she ain't been the same.
You kept me for a condom.
You said what? I did wear condoms. What are you talking about? So
you said I could get pregnant.
No, hold on. I said I did wear condoms. In certain places, we started being, of course, we started being raw, but we made an agreement if something happened.
That's how she became pregnant, when you started going raw.
But we made an agreement.
But we made an agreement with that. No, that's how she became pregnant, when you started going raw. I don't understand how you say how do you say we made an agreement and we started going raw in the same sentence? Yeah, I started going raw with her, but we made an agreement for her not to keep the baby. What?
I want to just enjoy her body with no responsibilities
At all. Men want all of this access to women's bodies, but don't want any responsibility. You want access to her raw body with your raw body to do whatever, but not have any responsibility to the consequences of what happened when you have sex. We all know that when you engage in sexual activities, there is a high possibility, especially under certain circumstances, that children can be produced.
And he in his 40s.
Right. It wasn't like he was like early 20s. He didn't know any better. Just out. No. This was a grown man. In your 40s, I would think that you're a seasoned man by this time.
So he's telling women in their 20s and 30s that they should have known better when they opened their legs up when they was 19, 20. Then he should damn well know better at
his age, at 40. Child. Ricky said, left my house on sex education skills for the dog. Look, they don't know nothing. This is the undereducated, okay? They don't know nothing about anything when it comes to women's bodies. Sex education is almost like they never went. I'm telling you, they need to start implementing some courses at the DMV. In order for males to get their license renewed or get a license, they need to take consent classes.
We wouldn't have a baby. It was an accident, though, what happened, though. It wasn't like purposeful. It was an accident.
It was not an accident. When you purposely and intentionally engage in sexual activity with a womb holder without protection, that's one can make the argument that, yeah, this happened on purpose. We are too old not to know where children come from. It was an accident. So, that's what I'm saying. So, we had an accident. This was an accident?
No, E.T.
You don't see my belly? So was this an accident? See how big I am? This was not an accident. Clearly. We know what we were doing. We're adults.
Gently trapped Daryl. He didn't want to have a baby.
Daryl got trapped.
So just because you don't want to do it, she's supposed to stop.
Right. She's supposed to stop her pregnancy. Her child. Like it's her child too. Oh my God. Let's continue.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, of course we started going raw, you know what I'm saying? I was still super responsible, super high value. I was still that nigga.
Yo, I think that's what separates
the reckless when I was younger.
Leave.
Come inside me. Say less.
Oh, man. And she
man. always was there. She was always there, huh?
Oh yeah.
Always. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, yeah.
Say less. Right? But let's keep going, man.
Oh, yo, Ali. Hold on.
Y'all want me? Y'all
Ali, they are engaging in this conversation.
Right.
Fucking pass by the real shit.
Right.
And what will be the real shit, Angry Man? Like, what will be the real shit? I think Angry Man cool, you know what I'm saying? But I be listening to him and sometimes he don't be making any sense either. What would be the real shit? A child not being born wouldn't be the issue. And I thought y'all have a problem with baby deletions. I thought y'all have a problem with that. So why I don't hear anyone on this panel saying, so we're advocating for baby deletions? Is that what we're saying? But Angry Man, let's hear your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Angry Man like them glasses too. And you still dress the same. Hat and hoodies. Is that a Cookies hoodies? Child.
You just said you made a statement. And I'm gonna ask the question of everybody. Can any man out here make a woman have sex with him?
No.
Did you really just ask that question? Did he really just say that? Did you really just Hold on.
Plenty of men in jail who've done
Hold on.
No,
me, y'all don't, y'all.
Ali, Ali, they are engaging in this conversation.
Right.
You fucking pass by the real shit.
Right.
You just said, you made a statement, and I'm gonna ask the question of everybody: can any man out here make a woman have sex with him?
No.
Are you serious? Can any man out here make a woman have sex with him? Yes, it's called grape. Yes, it happens every day across America. Yes, there are males out here making young girls, little girls, young girls, and women have sex with them. Yes, fathers are making their daughters have sex with them. Yes, fathers are making their sons have sex with them. Yes. What are you talking about? You act like we live in a world where sexual assault and rape doesn't exist when we know it does. And I could have sworn, maybe not at this time, but whatever. I'm not going to say that. But yes, yes, you can force a woman to have sex with you. Yes, you can. You have to force her. Yes, and it is a crime. Husbands were doing it all the time to their wives. That's why they had to put a law in place.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
No. So if a man cannot make a woman have sex with him,
we're gonna say this again: a man can force a woman to have sex with him. We know it happens. The data is out there. The statistics is out there. We have plenty of criminal cases right now in the courts right now as of today. Yes, you can.
How the fuck do you not have the power to make a man wait?
So I'm gonna ask the question out here. Can a woman make a man?
No.
Answer
because
can a woman make a man?
Let's answer his question.
Bullshit right there.
Because men are not trying to hear that bullshit.
It ain't got nothing to do with men.
Yes, it is, because women want men.
Listen, men will.
No.
Not Sharon with the bush, because men are trying. Yeah, niggas ain't.
Yo, I like. You know what? See, we can't. Proclaim was very tough
all the way
when he was.
Man,
hold on. Fast forward a little
It's
bit.
providing cover for bullshit female behavior. No, it doesn't matter. It does not matter at the end of the day. No, because if I'm a single guy, and women are pressuring me to get married.
What are you talking about? If I'm a single guy, women are pressuring you to get married. Women are not out here pressuring men to get married. What's happening is the woman that's with a man who's been with him for a while, he's getting probably pressure from her. But women as a whole, I'm not out here pressuring my brothers to get married.
But see, that's why I like to stay up to the topic, right?
Like, this is weird, but anyway.
The topic is this, like, at the end of the day, she would be pressuring him to get married if he's constantly nutting inside of her and creating a baby. It's just that simple.
But his topic, it don't even have anything to do with Ali. I guess it's coming full circle for me.
That's
but
why you had to bring it back.
Yeah, I guess it's coming full circle. Like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The conversation is genuinely lost on it.
Yeah, and I guess it's coming back. And then he keep I would love to hear what Auntie J had to say. I would have loved to hear what she had to say. Rest in peace, Auntie J.
Correct. I don't give a fuck what their story is. I don't care how much they pressure me. I'm not getting married if I don't want to fucking get married. Men stand on that shit. But women will sit here, no, hold on, no, Sharon, I'm not gonna let you do that.
Ain't no man ever would be married if every fucking woman held out. Hey, Sharon, hold on. Nobody be fucking married.
No. This one, Sharon was on his simp.
What this is, wait a minute.
I think you're right, Sharon.
Sharon.
Why are we away from the point? The point is that he said that he was betrayed by this woman that he slept with for 3 years unprotectedly, that he slept with for 3 years unprotectedly. He was betrayed by her, so he didn't want this child being born. Like, how does that have anything to do about pressuring? And then I don't like the switch back and forth. Are we talking about Ali Oh, we're talking about men in general because I hate the back and forth. If we're talking about, I thought we were talking about Ali in his situation.
Ali's situation to generalize.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Like, is that why we're going over here? Ali's situation is not.
It's not general.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's it's particular to him.
Hold him accountable, but they brought it back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as hard as you're going in the paint for these women, as hard as you're going in the paint for this feminist shit, it's bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you why it's bullshit. Because prostitution has been around since forever. And there was a time where women used to fucking wait to get married when they have fucking sex. You're full of shit.
That ain't never happened.
Bullshit. Oh my God.
Come on, Terrell. Like just bullshit is all fake.
Can I say something real quick? Hold on, Sharon.
Can I respond? But Sharon, you're wrong at this point. If all women held out, men would have no other choice but to get married.
Thank you. No,
but
they're not.
All women are not going to hold out.
That's why I like Q, man.
The problem. All women are not going to hold out. And that's the problem. So then what happens is the women, so then if the woman holds out.
I see like people like it's hard to follow. Like I'm trying to figure out like who's talking, who's not gonna talk, like who's gonna
what they're talking
about. Like what they're talking about because it's just so like jumbled up. Yeah, because it just wasn't working. It was too many people. No one was being muted. Like
Admittedly, the panel was far more entertaining.
But it's just like we can't hear anything. Q looks frustrated right here. Like oh my God, I can't even.
The Anton believe her to run the show.
Yeah.
She would end it.
Yeah.
We're failing to realize one thing. We're failing to realize one thing. And everything, and hold on. In your statement, you did not protect your fucking self. I don't give a fuck about no. You did not protect your fucking self. I don't give a fuck about no female. You didn't protect your fucking self. You knew what the fuck happened when you go into a bitch raw. Every nigga knows that shit. Ain't no cover to no bitches. Cover your motherfucking self.
Let's deflect.
Period.
Anger man said let's deflect.
Period. He is right. You too old not to know what happens when you enter inside a woman's body raw. Like this is your fault. You didn't protect yourself. You left the protection up to a woman. I thought men were protectors. I thought the biggest protection should be towards yourself. You didn't protect yourself from not having children.
That was the realest shit Uncle Tom ever said.
Yeah, this is on you. And then once the child is here, because you're having regrets, you want to say she raped you? No, bro.
She betrayed me.
She betrayed you? No. She backdoored you? Like she backdoored you? No. Let's hear Uncle Tom again. Speak some sense on this panel. Let's hear that again. Because a lot of you ninjas don't understand that it's your penis. She doesn't control it.
You played yourself.
You played yourself, bro.
So then what happens is the women, so then if the woman holds out.
We're listening for Uncle Tom. Okay, that's what we're listening for.
We're failing to realize one thing. We're failing to realize one thing. And everything, and hold on. In your statement, you did not protect your fucking self. I don't give a fuck about no. You did not protect your fucking self. I don't give a fuck about no female. You didn't protect. We're failing to realize one thing. We're failing to realize one thing. And everything, and hold on. In your statement, you did not protect your fucking self. I don't give a fuck about no. You did not protect your fucking self. I don't give a fuck about no female. You didn't protect your fucking self. You knew what the fuck happened when you go into a bitch raw. Every nigga knows that shit. Ain't no cover to no bitches. Cover your motherfucking self.
Let's deflect.
Why he looks sad? He looks like he just be He looks sad. He looked like, oh snap, like oh, it's almost like ain't nobody ever told him that all the guys was just on his side. No one's ever mentioned this to him. He looked so sad.
Nobody never told this nigga the truth.
Ricky says, cute face, love how she does. She do seem like she does. Oh no. They said women were forced, not one young girls were forced into marriage by the periods when they. Oh yeah, talking about women never was able to just keep their. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. They would kidnap girls' fathers, giving their daughters up so they'll have less mouths to feed. Oh, it was a lot going on. That's what I'm saying. These guys don't understand this. But Ali, he told you about yourself. And I'm glad somebody told you about yourself. And I'm glad somebody didn't try to protect you, because I don't feel like that's real masculinity. I don't feel like that's real accountability. And I feel like the guys need to hold each other accountable for their own body parts. You can't tell women that, oh, I'm the leader in this and I'm a leader in that. You need to follow my lead. In a moment that a leader impregnates a woman, and you're saying, oh, it's her fault and I'm not a leader and she should have made me wear a condom and it's her fault that she kept the baby. Like, no. And she betrayed you. Like, no. It doesn't work that way. I'm going to tell you this. How about fellas don't have intercourse or sex with womb holders? How about that? You don't have to have sex with people who have wombs. You know you have other options, right? Or who and what you can have sex with. It doesn't have to be a womb holder. That would guarantee you not impregnating nobody. You know what else works? Vasectomies. They work too. That way no one can say that you have their child. They have your child. Like, get it together.
I'm protecting myself. Them hoes that got stiff on me, and I don't give a fuck if that bitch said we was gonna be married next week.
Look at Ali face. Look at Ali face.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at his face.
Accountability.
He looks confused, like he's processing.
Accountability.
Processing.
Nigga, I'm confused.
Not complete.
One thing.
Processing, upload.
Think I'm about to hold myself accountable for coming in this hole? Look at this nigga face. This nigga's sick. This nigga's sick. With his little iPhone cord and shit.
Realize one thing. We're failing to realize one thing. And everything, and hold on. In your statement, you did not protect your fucking self. I don't give a fuck about that female. You didn't protect your fucking self. You knew what the fuck happened when you go into a bitch raw. Every nigga knows that shit.
Talk your talk.
Ain't no cover to no bitches. Cover your motherfucking
Cover yourself. Cover yourself. Exactly. Talking about these women supposed to cover you. No, you supposed to cover yourself. He's telling you facts. Cover yourself.
Oh, that nigga was saying, how dare this nigga tell me the truth about myself?
Look at his face. He looks so confused right now.
Oh, Nate, I tried to get the zoom in, dog. Oh my god. I'm gonna do it on the edit.
Look at his face. It's almost like he's spinning for the first time the truth. This is what happened.
I mean, look at Fatty face too. Nobody wanted to tell the truth. Their whole game was fucked up.
Nigga staring. That nigga sick as hell. Look at Sharon was doing his thing, man. Uncle Tom.
Bitch said we was gonna be married next week. Look, that hoe.
Give me the strap.
Out of here. I ain't protecting no strag, nigga. I ain't protecting no strag ass nigga neither.
He said he not protecting these men that are out here making these bad and foolish decisions. Oh, he's strag. Like, yeah, he's saying that I'm not protecting no strag. Yeah, he out here making bad and poor decisions and trying to put it on a woman who's supposed to be the weaker vessel when he's supposed to be a leader. No, I'm not. He don't get a pass. No, at all.
Shout out to Uncle Tom.
Like, to keep it 100, they called him a strag. Like, what? Called you a strag. A strag. I don't even know how that's spelled. Like, I don't know how they spell it.
Oh, I'm so glad I kept this clip.
I'm protecting myself. Them hoes that got stiff on me, and I don't give a fuck if that bitch said we was gonna be married next week.
Look, that's the reason.
You need a strap.
Out of here. I ain't protecting no strag, nigga. I ain't protecting no strag ass nigga neither.
Uncle Tom. There's a reason why.
Well, Uncle Tom say I ain't protecting no strag ass nigga. Uncle Tom.
No
strap.
Out of here. I ain't protecting no strag, nigga. I ain't protecting no strag ass nigga.
I want to hear that shit in slow motion. He talking too fast for me, man. I'm high as hell this morning, nigga.
Oh
what
my
you
God.
talking about, nigga?
You petty.
No strag, nigga. I ain't protecting no strag ass nigga neither. Strag, nigga. I ain't protecting no strag ass nigga neither.
Daryl Petty. You gonna put it you gonna put it in slow motion. He's a high protecting no stride. Like slow it down. For real. He's basically saying this is not a man that he needs on his team.
That we as men should
So
be
not, we should be
defending.
right. We shouldn't be defending this. Like
We as men should not be defending.
and okay in this. Yeah.
This type of shit I was trying to tell Izzy, type of shit I was trying to tell these other niggas, y'all be going at these niggas that really don't need to be, you know what I'm saying? Like why you bothering these niggas when you can go at these niggas?
Yeah.
They go against all that shit you talk about.
This don't make any sense. He said no, absolutely not.
Angry man would not let that nigga Tom cook.
But Tom was holding his own. He wasn't going for Angry Man either. He was not letting up.
He don't give a fuck about
Yeah.
Might have to soundbite that one. This nigga going crazy. Yeah. Oh my God, y'all niggas. Rest in peace, Auntie J, dog. That shit hilarious. Y'all niggas lucky I be chilling on YouTube now. Let's keep going, man.
Uncle Tom. There's a reason why Auntie J is cheering you the fuck on right now.
Fuck Auntie J. I'm talking about to this strag ass nigga about getting pregnant, getting another strag pregnant. I'm talking to both them niggas. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna let some fucking female dictate to me if I'm gonna get a bitch pregnant. The nigga went in there raw. He knew what the fuck he was doing.
Period. He went in there raw. He knew what the F he was doing.
We used to be
He was not having it. He was standing on business. He said he went in there raw. He knew what the F he was doing. He too old for this. He like 40-some years old, trying to say that some little young tenderoni tricked him and betrayed him. No.
They made a pact.
They made a pact. No. Good job, Uncle Tom, for standing on business.
I knew you were like this.
Standing on business. Absolutely not. Don't take your foot off his neck. Don't let up, because this type of behavior needs to be stuffed out and put to rest.
That's what I'm saying. But
like,
Nay,
no.
Like, so pull up Nate comment. Because Nate, you know, Izzy my man, but like I was trying to tell him, we can't be mad at Cynthia G's and women when they say get rid of black babies and black boys, when this nigga specifically say the same thing.
Saying the same thing. Yeah.
He literally came to us crying on a segment that you, like, at some point in the video, it says the title of the Fight Club video. It had nothing to do with baby mamas. Bro came over there complaining, and Uncle Tom put him in his place.
He needed to be put in his place.
I told niggas this was one of the top Fight Club moments, in my opinion, ever. Because there wasn't too many niggas, even the niggas like Angry Man that had big names, that was keeping it 100. You feel me?
Like, yeah.
That's just, I mean, I can't say it. I mean, Uncle Tom was really standing on business. And even Sharon in this moment is going to go against Ali. But Sharon's a dick sucker. Uncle Tom still standing on business. He don't fuck with them niggas.
Yeah, he stood on business. I'm glad that he did. And the thing about it is, he ain't even looking at it from a woman's point of view. He's just looking at it as a man, bro. No, we can't be doing that. Like, no, a woman shouldn't dictate you. Right, you should dictate yourself.
Like, Uncle Tom is married to a white woman. But Uncle Tom has children with just his wife, and his wife just has children with him. He would say, I was very focused on that. I met my wife in college. I told her we're going to get married. Then we can have kids. Then we can make sure we buy a house. And yeah, niggas got a big ass house somewhere. Her just burnt down though.
Oh no, for real?
Yeah, his house burned down. They had to buy.
I'm pretty sure they got insurance and stuff. Yeah,
that's a fucking loop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I think he's former military too. So, like, he'll be just fine. But you know, those military, you know, type niggas that hang around white military accountability niggas all day, they don't want to hear about somebody else is the reason why I'm in this situation.
Yeah.
That's all he was trying to tell Buddy. This is your fault, dog.
Yeah. And then you're complaining about it. Like, at the end of the day, go be a father and be a great one at that.
They had never showed this clip. They buried this clip. And this is when, like, because I'm expecting, because Fatty gonna be at JB reaction more than likely. I'm expecting them. I'm not trying to hear shit from men who complain about the same thing that you want to participate in, right? And again, I'm gonna tell JB reacts too. I'm gonna try to get in touch with him. When I make personal stuff, it's not to just attack you. It's to use your actual results, right?
Right.
That you made in your leadership roles and point it out and say you're not really a leader. If women, oh man, how many smorgasbords have women got rid of? How many niggas like you,
right, is out here
begging to make it happen?
Yeah, get rid of it. Like, yeah,
it can't be
off balance, right?
You got to be completely against that shit if you want to go at them about that shit, or just get out the way, bro.
Yeah,
just get out the way.
But yeah, he wilding. Let's continue.
It's my bad. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't need a fucking man, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Ladies, check this out. Hold on. Let me say this to the ladies. Let me say this to the ladies. Keep playing these niggas because all of them are useful idiots.
Wait, what?
Beano Nation wins again. 2 minutes ago? Bitch time. No.
I have no problem with them.
Like, I work out a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Same man.
Yeah, man, but
Granville used to come up, you know, he part of that team. He didn't want the niggas to get exposed. I would, you know, entertain him for a while and then drop him off. You can continue.
Oh,
give it a strap.
Out of here. I ain't protecting no strag, nigga. I ain't protecting no strag ass nigga neither.
We not protecting no strags. We not protecting no strags at all. No strags, okay? None.
Uncle Tom, there's a reason why Auntie J is cheering you to fuck on right now. Fuck Auntie J, I'm talking about to this strag ass nigga about getting pregnant, getting another strag pregnant. I'm talking to both them niggas. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna let some fucking female dictate to me if I'm gonna get a bitch pregnant. The nigga went in there raw. He knew what the fuck he was doing. And fuck Auntie J with her. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't need a fucking man, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
Damn, man.
Ladies, hold on. Let me say this to the ladies. Let me say.
Nigga, Angry Man was running interference, man. This shit crazy.
Say this to the ladies. Let me say this to the ladies. Keep playing these niggas because all of them are useful idiots.
Facts.
They don't even see what's going on right now.
Right.
She's cheering. She's cheering because it deflects away from what we was just talking about, that these women want excuses to be hoes.
Right.
But then they want to.
What?
She literally wasn't a hoe, AM.
Right, I was just gonna say she wasn't. They was together for 3 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and
He
this
was
is
very
why,
comfortable
like,
with this woman.
I told you in the beginning at Fight Club, me and AM used to bash all the time because, for one, all that yelling and shit don't faze me. But he will always change the conversation into something that is not.
Yeah.
We're talking about a man who was with a woman for 3 years. How in the hell can that make her a hoe?
Right. She wasn't. She wasn't. This was his woman.
That was his woman.
Yeah, that was his woman.
He said they was talking about if they had a baby, what the baby would turn out like, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, going into like parenting styles and what they were gonna do. Like, yeah. Oh my God. Angry Man, it's a no, bro. Like, it's a no.
Put a condom on that thing.
Damn, Ali gonna let Angry Man call you a bitch a hoe? Right in front of your face?
Period.
They want to complain about not being chose as a fucking wife, but they don't want to do what they need to fucking do. Y'all sit up here all the time talking about dick discipline.
She married.
Pussy discipline.
Hey, man.
She married. First of all, she's married.
What?
How can we talk about pussy discipline
when
he was with her for 3 years, fucking a girl raw?
Right, and there was he didn't say anything that he didn't think it wasn't his child. He said he didn't want a child, so that lets me know that she wasn't messing around and sleeping with another man.
They deliberately asked him, "Did you wear condoms?" Yeah, I wear condoms. How'd she get pregnant? Well, at some point
we got comfortable, and we was wearing the wrong.
So you stopped wearing condoms?
Yeah, when you stopped wearing condoms with her.
Dumbass.
Because at some point in that 3 years, you got very comfortable. This was your woman. And honestly, that tends to happen. Honestly, that's normal. People would have partners, boyfriends, they stop using condoms after a while.
Happens all the time.
Yeah.
But I can have discipline. I can have
discipline. Can you stop, Auntie Jace? This is my personal life. Okay?
It's my personal life. That you came up here to share.
Exactly. So what the fuck you talking about?
Right. In public then. If it's your personal life. Yeah, like what? This is your personal life, but you're on Fight Club speaking about it in public. Personally, me, if I was a dude, you would have never known this about me if I was a dude.
That's like you talking about you and Tony Bricker on Fight Club. Of all fucking places.
Yeah. No.
It's over. They're gonna take your side no matter what.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
They are.
Okay. Listen,
why
we're gonna talk about this, okay? Y'all talk about equality and the right to consent, okay? If she has the right, first of all, I didn't want a child, right?
It doesn't matter if you didn't want a child. You didn't do anything to prevent from impregnating women.
Uncle Tom about to go off on this nigga.
What are you talking about? You didn't want a child. You didn't do anything to make sure that you didn't impregnate someone. You stopped using condoms.
And you know how Ali be trying to drop niggas and stuff with money?
Yeah.
He tried that eventually. Like I said, Uncle Tom is one of the military niggas like Logic. Mm-hmm. And he got imagine Logic had how much money he be saving?
Oh yeah.
That's how Uncle Tom is. So if a nigga drop him for 500, guess what happens? He gonna spend 500 back, and then he gonna turn to the black person that do what he want like the ones who call black people and the hard ERs.
Yeah.
He gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna go in.
That's why he changed his name from his regular name to Uncle Tom, because they were saying that he's Uncle Tom.
Yeah. I never want my sons to have this mentality, or my brothers to have this. None of my brothers ever came back and said, "Oh yeah, I was messing with this girl and I told her I didn't want a baby and she didn't have it." I have brothers that have multiple children, and ain't none of them said that to any of these women. That I didn't want to have a baby. What?
And if they did feel that way, they knew. Well, it is what it is.
You know, my other brothers gonna tell my other brothers, bro, you ain't got no say so in that. It is what it is.
That's like me going to Deontay saying, "Bro, I ain't want the baby. We're chilling pregnant now. She kept it."
You know what Deontay gonna tell you?
He gonna go the fuck off.
He gonna go at you. Yeah.
Like, bro, you sound weak as hell.
Yeah. This makes no sense. This just makes no sense.
So if her body my choice and she had a child with me, right? What if she didn't want the child and I wanted the child?
It's still her body though. It's still that's what you guys are missing. You're acting as if this is IVF or we have embryos stored somewhere where it's not in your body, it's not in her body. They're stored somewhere where they can be destroyed, blah blah blah, go back and forth. But once something has been implanted in our body, even if I don't want the child in my body and you do, it still doesn't matter.
So
because in order for this child to come into the world, to become a full human being, it has to come through me. Like, what are you talking about? It has to be through the person who's pregnant. And so what are you males gonna do? Like, I don't think you guys have ever really sat down and to think about it to yourself. What am I gonna do? What if we lived in a world where it said that, oh, if the man wants the baby and the woman doesn't, but she doesn't want to do, you're gonna have to keep her under lock and key. You're gonna have to force feed her.
Right? We don't have to introduce new stuff in order to actually break down his argument. At the end of the day, if you want the baby and she don't, guess what? She get to make the choice that she wants. It's her body.
Yeah.
If you want the to get rid of it and she want to keep the baby, guess what? It's still her choice. No matter what choice you make, once you release the seed, and this is something that Security Boss specifically used to preach. She was the only woman that preached this in the whole space. If you release your seed to that woman inside of her, Everything that happens after that, you have no control over. You know you have no control over the 9 months she's pregnant. You know you have no control whether she have a schmortion or not. You have no control over that. And if you're wise and you know this, the one thing you do have control over is your penis and when you ejaculate and where you ejaculate. It's completely up to you to put that into perspective and act upon it. If you fail to secure yourself, don't get mad, right? When somebody else have to make a choice, because again, you're asking her to take a procedure that might cost her life. You asking her to go through a procedure that might scar her body and potentially impact her from having children later on in the future.
Yeah.
But even if all of that didn't happen, you're asking her to go through a dramatic situation and delete a child that is hers, not just yours, hers as well. See, and that's something that I kept asking Ali until this day. He never asked me. He never answered it. I said, Ali, I get it that one day, within the 3 years, y'all made a pact to not have this baby. But after she got pregnant, after she felt the baby moving in her stomach, after she created a bond with this child, what was the psychology? What was the mentality of her? Was she the same woman that was laying down making that pact? Because women will change their mind once they feel a baby inside them.
Or they listen to the heartbeat. Or they see a picture.
That's what I'm trying to say, right? And he could never elaborate to that, but you want to elaborate on your mentality. But not hers. That's where you fucked up at. You press play.
Yeah. And that's the risk you run when you're a man engaging with womb holders. That's the risk. That's the risk that you take.
When you have
protect this.
Like I said,
yeah.
My old roommate, one of my homies, Reek, he literally, for one, he wouldn't be having a conversation with no woman about no baby in the future because he don't even want to put that in her head. 2, he just tell me all the time, even when I think before I even come, I'm pulling out and I'm jacking myself to finish, like how niggas do in the videos. I'm not even fully pumping in her. I'm literally pulling out, putting her face right there, and I'm just gonna just have her lick the tip or some shit like that. I'm not about to even give her the opportunity to even get pregnant.
Yeah.
And he was dating white women, Indian women, black women, all kinds of shit up there in East Lansing. You got to protect yourself, dog. After that, everything is on her.
At all costs. Let's continue.
Choice, but that's
choice.
Man, these niggas always complain about what women can do, man. Gotta take a fucking song break, man. I can't do this shit.
Definitely no song breaks. Cause I'm playing music.
No, because if she goes to abort the baby, he doesn't have no say so.
And he can abort the baby by wearing a condom.
Okay. Well, it's her body, her choice too, right? It's her body, her choice too, right? But watch this. If she doesn't give me that choice, right? If it's my body, my choice, because this is what women try to do is get a responsibility. They know man's nature is responsibility. If she does that, is it a man's choice to be responsible for that woman and for that child and to pay child support?
You know what we love about All Family Pharmacy? They support your medical independence with orders you can cut.
If she doesn't give me that choice, right? If it's my body, my choice, because this is what women try to do is get a responsibility. They know man's nature is responsibility. If she does that, is it a man's choice to be responsible for that woman and for that child and to pay child support? Do I get that choice? Okay, it's her body, her choice too, right? It's her body, her choice too, right? But watch this. If she doesn't give me that choice, right? If it's my body, my choice, because this is what women try to do is get a responsibility. They know man's nature is responsibility. If she does that.
What?
What's going on? What's going on, Frat? How can your nature be responsibility? Except on that. How can nature be responsibility when you're not taking responsibility for what you did? How can your nature be responsibility when you're complaining about creating a baby that you made? Press play. You good?
Is it a man's choice to be responsible for that woman and for that child and to pay child?
Is it a man's choice to be responsible for that child? Yeah, it is. It is his choice. You know why it is his choice? Some men choose to pay and some men choose not to. That is a man making a choice. Every single time. Yeah, you do make choices, and you know who else makes a choice? The custodial parent, where they can go and put you on child support, and then it'll be up to the system to make the choice to force you to pay child support. Yeah, so you can choose. Yeah.
Child support. Do I get that choice to say I get the right to reject the kid in her?
No, the only choice you had was when you decided not to wear a
perfect
condom.
world, yes.
I'm talking about
in a fucking perfect world, yes, you would have the choice. But we all know here in the fucking America, we ain't got that fucking choice.
I wasn't finished.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm trying to blame women for what America has already set up.
I thought you posed the
What's
question.
even worse is if she decides to have that kid and the man leaves, she could put that kid up for adoption. But the man can't.
I agree with you, bro. I agree.
Ali, you are
But that's
talking
why you
about
gotta
things
strap
that we
up.
already know.
Hold on.
But
For everybody to keep a lot of people got their word.
I hate this about adoption. If the man leaves, she can put the kid up for adoption. When it comes to adoption, she can relinquish rights, but she also have to notify the father as well. She will have to go through a certain amount of things that you have to do legally to notify the father in order for them to like terminate his rights if he's not there to put the child up for adoption. And people usually go through those hoops. But they do say, if a woman says, I do not want this child, there's a father there, Ali, you could have took your child. Your child doesn't have to go to the system. There have been fathers whose children have been put up for adoption and then they found out and came in and got their children back.
Happens all the time.
Oh yeah, it happens all the time. So I don't know what he's talking about. Like, and that's not the same thing. That's after the child is here. We're talking about before the child is even born, that it takes a woman's body to bring this child into the world. After the fact, you have rights just like she do to this child.
Hold on. The point everybody keep making though. I
No
know
one's
the
making
law. I know. I never said that I didn't put myself in a situation as well too. I had to hold myself accountable for what I did. But it's
did she
showing.
tweak you?
Who?
Did she tweak you?
No, we both said we weren't having a kid. We're not. I believe in doing things the right way. Being married.
Okay.
First living the.
I believe in doing hard.
The right way. Being married.
Okay.
No, you don't, because if you believe in being married, you'd have been married first before you started engaging in sexual activity with her, before you started sleeping with her. So you don't believe in being married. You know why I know you don't? You're still not married now. You're still not married now, so you don't believe in marriage.
First living together, then having a child. We both said, we both agreed if anything happened that if any accident happened, we never keep the kids.
If any accident happened, meaning that if she got pregnant, we never keep the kid. How are both of you guys going to ensure this oath? How are you going to ensure this oath? You can't. That's a stupid bet to make. You sound like a 16-year-old teenager whose brain is not done developing. I'm just trying to figure out how do you ensure an oath like that? Like,
you can't ensure an oath.
You can't. We both agreed. No, but one person has to actually go through the procedure.
That's
one
the whole
person.
point, and you don't understand.
And he don't understand that.
And I don't even think, because I always ask them, okay, cool, bring her to the table and have her confirm that she said that when she get pregnant with your child, in the Turkish culture, right, that she is going to get rid of it. Just because you want to. Not because of medical procedure, just because you made a pact. Because you don't want to be a dad, but you're talking about being a dad.
But she on the pill when you guys had the kids.
Wait, but Ali, you seem like a very smart person, right?
Girl, he is not a smart person.
you,
Here you
she
go.
was on his head.
Like, girl, he
She
is
was
not
on
a
his
smart
head.
person at all.
She was on his head back then.
No.
I'm 30. I never had a kid. I'm 38 years old.
Yes, you're
Never.
30.
So you how old?
First living together, then having a child. We both said, we both agreed if anything happened that if any accident happened, we never keep the kids.
Was she on the pill when you guys had the kids?
She took
Wait,
Plan
but
B.
Ali, you seem like a very smart person, right?
I'm 30. I never had a kid. I'm 38 years old.
Yes, you're
Never
30.
trust these hoes out here.
This long without a child, but you also said you've dealt with people's psychology and whatever, right? I think you said you worked with kids.
Of course.
In today's day, You should know women switch up.
No, y'all.
Facts.
No, hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Especially
No,
when
no, hold on, hold on, hold on, y'all. Hold on,
It's
y'all.
not
Can
as
y'all,
easy
can
as
y'all
you. It's
pause
not as
without
easy as
The same thing goes for the woman. She could be having a baby with a man, and if he decides not to be the father, that's on her.
You gotta let us.
Let me answer your question.
It's just
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't that be?
They would tell the women to vet.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah, that is fair.
This is on you.
Mm-hmm.
Child.
Bring. I ain't gonna lie. When you put it in here, what principle on down the traditional men, right?
Oh.
Betrayed me. Them pussy ass niggas, man.
Same thing for the woman.
No, Sharon, but y'all missing the point.
It's not the same thing for a woman.
You are. We all know. Y'all still are not putting women in the responsibility or the accountability of what she does. The fact that she has all this power on men, and that's why men are in the positions they're in.
Women don't have power over men. I'm gonna need y'all to stop that. And then y'all don't classify the power. So the power is reproductive. I have a reproductive system that you don't have, or my reproductive system is different from yours, to where the power is that power.
The power that they're confusing is the power that the white man give women through court systems that men created, and that itself is not power. You're not gonna share my checks. The state is.
Right.
They're not doing it at your behest. They're doing it at their own behest.
Yes. Like, yeah, this power, like women hold so much power over men, like
goofy.
It just doesn't make any sense to me. But then I hear people on panels talking about men are leaders and men have strength and men have these ideas and men need to be listened to. And just because I'm a man, I should be followed. And I want, I won't be the leader by default and domination without actually working. Like, it's just crazy to me that all of this power. And then on top of that, I'm thinking to myself, you let women take away your power. Why won't we use this power for good then? I thought with power comes great responsibility.
If women had power over
Right.
men, why wouldn't they just make them stay?
Exactly.
And be fathers. Make them not cheat.
Not cheat, marry them.
Not
want to
have fake weddings like
Yeah.
NBCs and have babies outside of a relationship like Kurt.
Yeah.
If they had the power to just manipulate men into whatever the fuck they wanted.
Why wouldn't they use it? Why are we using power to just have babies? Like what?
How about we manipulate the men and stop selling drugs, stop being in gangs?
Right, that'd be a better use of our power.
Go get school. Go get education. Go get better jobs.
Yeah, that would be a better use of our power.
Child.
Let's continue.
Why
you want to head clap location or some shit?
Accountability of what she does, the fact that she has all this power on men, and that's why men are in the positions they're in. Why
you want to head clap location or some shit?
Should I go That's
Ali, hold on. Ali, you gave her the. Hold on, Auntie. Hold on, Ali. You gave her the power.
Fucking right.
Exactly.
Hold on? Can before you jump to that? This is somebody I was building with for 3 years.
What the fuck that got to do with you giving her the? Go ahead, man. You got this.
If this is somebody you was building with for 3 years, then this woman didn't betray you. This was your woman. You were in a relationship with her. You said you was building with her. Y'all was talking about kids and family and being together and everything like that. And all of that romance and all that love and lust and everything got caught up in. And then you started sleeping with her without condoms because you probably were going to marry her. You probably were building with her. And then you found out she was impregnated by you, which caused you to feel like, dang, I really got to be on the chopping block. I really have to show up. This is real when another person comes into the world that you are partially responsible for. Things got too real for you because this was a game to him. This wasn't a game to that young woman.
It was not.
It was not a game to that young lady. It was not. It was serious for her. And you wasted her time. If anybody got played, she got played. Her feelings got hurt. Her reputation got ruined. She's walking around carrying a bastard child, as y'all would call it. This don't make no sense.
This is
no one gives a shit. I don't give a fuck. But that's exactly why she felt entitled.
Hold on. First of all, she didn't feel entitled at all. How does a woman feel entitled when he's laying with her willfully? That was his woman and he was her man. What do you mean she felt entitled? I don't like when women say stuff like that.
But see, this is the thing with this online stuff too. When men
it's
talk
real life.
Crazy, no, when y'all talk crazy like this, y'all it's three of y'all that's been very Uncle Tomish and
I'm
and
Uncle
Hold
Thomas.
on, let me finish. There were three people on this panel that shows that first y'all really don't have no credibility because you show how much you compromise your own people and the fact that you go against your people.
What? You are really pathetic when you complain about a situation that you created in a fantasy world with a woman and you got what you deserve when you was playing around with this woman's feelings. You sound pathetic.
It was whatever nigga too. You, Sharon, even though I have more Sharon more respectful with it. And then JB's kind of respectful. That's right, but you'll never be in a real man circle anyway. You'll be
you call it what you want, motherfucker. I've always been a real goddamn man.
No, you ain't no real dude.
You go ahead, Uncle Tom. You don't let these nags or these other race of men talk crazy to you. I'm gonna go back. I want to hear that again. You go ahead. Basically, talking like, shut the hell up, bro. I don't care what you think. I'm gonna hear that again.
You don't have no credibility because you show how much you compromise your own people and the fact that you go against your people. It was whatever nigga too. You, Sharon, even though I have more Sharon more respectful with it. And then JB's kind of respectful. That's right, but you'll never be in a real man circle anyway. You'll be
you call it what you want, motherfucker. I've always been a real goddamn man.
No, you ain't no real dude. You ain't no real man. If you got
all my motherfucking kids are with one person, I wanted them all. So get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, nigga. Say that shit for someone else, nigga.
Just the way you talk, you ain't got no.
Save that shit for some other nigga, man.
I'm not.
Yo, but you gotta understand. JB spoke to me the same way that Uncle Tom's speaking to you right now.
Right.
So
JB, Uncle Tom.
You just said JB is cool.
But Sharon is more. JB and Sharon got more respect.
Cause he'll handicap your ass, nigga. It's your fucking fault, nigga. You gave your power to a fucking female to dictate what they want to do with their fucking body.
Period. You gave your stuff to a woman who exercised her autonomy and did what she wanted to do, which she had a right to do.
Get the fuck out of here. I will never give my seed to a woman that didn't want the motherfucking shit. And even if she switched her motherfucking mind, I'll seed to a female to dictate what they want to do with their fucking body. Get the fuck out of here. I will never give my seed to a woman that didn't want the motherfucking they fucking body. Get the fuck out of here. I will never give my seed to a woman that didn't want the motherfucking shit.
Exactly. I would never give my seed to a woman that didn't want it. Exactly. You gave it to her because that's what y'all was doing. And it was good and everything. You enjoyed it. And you released like every other man out here when they're engaging with a woman that they've been involved with for years. Keep telling about yourself, Uncle Tom. We need more men like on this particular topic because I don't really know you. Well, more men like speak like this on this particular topic. We need that. Because he's literally advocating for the deletion of children.
His own.
Yeah, his own child. And then that's basically sending a message to every other man that I can advocate for the deletion of my child, but also other women, other men's children too, because these women have betrayed them. And these women are trying to trap them with these children. Even though we know how this happens, because anytime a man lets off, women are always in like a peculiar position. Where she's either where she is at the time in all kinds of ways.
She switched her motherfucking mind. I will protect my motherfucking self because I don't trust no bitch. I don't give a fuck if I was building with her for 20 fucking years and she don't have a fucking ring.
Hey, this nigga Fatty, come on, man. You know the whole story. You broke it out there. Love you, man.
For doing the right thing?
He is.
Can I say something to Ali? I just want to point out. Wait a minute. Wait. I just want to point out that the conversation started about women's accountability
and it has ended in men. It has ended in men bickering with each other, and y'all think that's by accident, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
No, he wants the woman. He wants his woman to take accountability. This is like, I don't understand what he want everyone on the panel to say. Like, what response are you looking for to just say like women are wrong for keeping children that men say they don't want and they shouldn't do it. So then we need to come to a consensus about that. All right, well, women are wrong for keeping children. What about the women that say, you know what, I don't want to keep the child? You right. And he agrees and she gets rid of it. Are we not advocating for that?
Exactly.
Like, I don't understand. Like, this is just weird.
Didn't start out like that. It started out like if the woman
let me add to the conversation. We keep saying, oh, these cookies and rays fucking not taking care of the kids and Here is a man that had the plan, did the right thing, wanted to build with the woman, told her the plan, told her everything, and we still, instead of saying, hey bro, I feel sorry for you. You tried to do the right thing. Oh, you should have do this. You should have do that. Bro, that's fucking disgusting.
Hey, Fatty.
We do it to women. I knew Fatty would run interference at some point. It don't matter later. So these niggas was trying to wrap Thanos up on my.
So let me go ahead and say this. Untouchables, y'all keep doing what y'all doing. And we gonna keep having reactions to make sure we defend and give credence to actual really ridiculous, unlogical talking points. Like, I don't understand. I just want to say, I'm gonna say this to everybody, men or women. If you do not want children, that is fine. You do everything on your part to make sure you don't have those children. Women have a role for them to take responsibility for their own autonomy. If they don't want children, there's many things they can do. And men have control over their bodies, and there's many things that they can do. You know, I think what people really should start doing is actually having conversations and talking to each other about this, making sure we get consent. You know, I know it may take like the fun out of it, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like conversations like this can be had while you're still intimate with somebody, like kissing them and hugging them and saying, hey, you know, I really want to talk about this because like I'm interested in sleeping with you right now. And I really want to, you know, like be expressive. We have to start getting comfortable with talking to people about consent and what it means. And both sides should be practicing protection. She should have her protection. He should have his. Only thing we should be wondering out whose protection we about to use. Like, you don't leave it in someone's hands with your future. Like, if you don't want to be a father, don't leave that up to women. Take care of that yourself. And if you don't want to be a mother, women, control your fertility. So everyone has responsibilities on their part. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go, you know, for tonight. I will be back another day. This pregnancy has been a lot for me, but I am making it through. Like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate that. And if you're interested in hitting my Cash App up, anything is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to share this out with your friends. Come back, friends, family, on your Facebook page, anywhere, you know, just send it out to people. I'm not asking for much, but just a little bit of exposure would be nice. It would be nice. And with that being said, I will catch you guys later. Bye.